What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nate, or whatever you might know me by. I don't even fucking know at this point. I got so many different names at this point that I can't even keep up. But today I'm starting something new. So this is low-key like a new chapter for me. I'm starting a podcast, I guess you could say, talk show, whatever you want to call it. A time where I talk. It's called Speaking with the Damaged. And I was telling somebody like my life story the other day, not too long ago, and they was just like, "Damn, you damaged," and they said it in such a negative way that I kind of like want to spin the narrative up on that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I really like April is like a real hard month for me, only because like most of my family members that died, this is the month that their birthday is in. So it's like, damn, my brain is like confused because it's like, am I supposed to celebrate them or am I supposed to be sad? So I catch myself being sad and shit like that. But I gotta do something new, man. I can't keep being depressed and unhappy with life because like all these like unfortunate events keep happening and it's not my fault. So it's just like I gotta think about the positive. So this is me thinking about the positive and me doing something different. So welcome to Speaking with the Damage, everybody. I don't consider myself to be broken. I feel like people think in order to be damaged, you got to be broken. But, damage just mean it got some wear and tear up on there. It may not have been treated so nicely. So, it could be fixed eventually. You get what I mean? So, that's just me. So, I got my drink. This is cut water. It might look like beer, though. And then I got my little chaser. This some ginger ale. And then I got a wood somewhere around here road. I probably should actually find that. It's right here. It's not too big. It's not too big. It's something a little subtle, So today, our topic is being a young adult. I am 24 years old. I turned 25 June 19th of 2026. And I've done experienced some shit on being a young adult. Being a young adult is actually... It's not as fun as everybody try to make it and try to portray it, or I don't even think people try to portray being a young adult as like something that's like real fun and entertaining, but it do have its moments. And it's really like whatever you take from it and whatever you make it is what the fuck is going to be, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's being a young adult, but we're going to get more into that. So let's drink a little bit of our cut. I really do want to smoke a little bit too, so maybe I'm going to do that too. We still figuring out how all of this shit going to go. This is only the first episode, so we got a long way to go. Oh. One thing about me, I don't give a fuck. If you got to look at it, I'm going to have me a chaser with it because it should be like kind of hard to get down. Another thing, if y'all wondering, why is he on the floor? I don't know. I do my best thinking on the floor. And I feel like he got the best support right here. Like, all that cushiony pillow shit behind my back, it don't really support my back how I need it to for real. I have a bad back, so I be needing like some solid support. So I'm glad I got that out the way. Okay, being a young adult, everybody expects you to have a fucking plan. And my thing is, you could plan whatever you want, and it still won't go as planned. So it's like, and some people just be wanting to hear your plan just to see, like, just to judge you, just to be critique what the fuck you got going on. Maybe you should be doing this. Maybe you should be doing that. Maybe I didn't ask for your fucking opinion. You the person that asked me about, do I have a plan? I told you whatever my answer was, and now you trying to do all this extra shit. No, don't be trying to give me no unsolicited advice. And sometimes people advice actually be good, but I don't want to hear it right now. I'm not in a receiving time, so it's like, you wasting your fucking breath. Like dead ass. Just keep it to yourself. Or catch me in a time where I'm not extremely stressed. But I do feel like the adults that be around us, people just in general that's interested in what we got going on, sometimes they just gotta let us figure it out. Or find it when the right time is to talk to us. But one thing that somebody, an adult, I'm not an adult like I'm not an adult, but somebody that's like a couple of years older than me, they had asked me, why do y'all think that y'all can't be checked or y'all can't be talked to a certain way? I feel like it's all about how you say stuff. I feel like the older generation, they don't care, and it's not even sugarcoating it. Speak with respect. Don't just blurt it out just because it's easier to just do it that way. Like a lot of people that be saying like they blunt or straightforward, no, they just be mean and just be trying to hurt people's feelings, and they just say what the easiest thing is to say. No, put some thought behind that. Don't just be treating people like any type of way. Have some compassion. People just be being straight up fucking assholes. And that's why they breath be stinking and they be smelling like shit, because they talk so much shit. Stop talking shit and maybe your breath won't stink and people will actually listen a little better. I was about to say I don't get it, but I do get it. I understand. People be trying to catch you up, but I get it. We're young and figuring stuff out. People just don't let nature take its course. Everybody won't show you their hand. Like, you keep asking what I got going on, all this extra shit, and want to know my plans, but some people genuinely just don't trust people. Might have trust issues, might just know that they want to keep it to themselves at the time. Just let people figure the shit out. If somebody want the help or something like that, they gonna come and get it. But that's not always the case. And with life, it's always the other side of something. So it's like, if somebody need help, they might not say nothing, right? But it is some people out there that need help and that say shit. I'm like split down the middle. Or I'm not even split down the middle. I just know who I can ask for help and who I can't. And you do need to know that as a young adult. Know who is on your team and know who's not. Knows who's only on your team to critique and judge what the fuck you got going on. And know people who is actually being there with pure intentions. Because it's actually hard to do. People be saying they have the tool of observing a room and knowing how people really is, but don't nobody be knowing that shit for real. That's that motherfucking ginger ale and that cut water coming back up. Can't know what you want to pursue at such a young age. I hate when people think that we supposed to have it all figured out at this young ass age. Like, I feel like us finishing high school at 18 and then going to college right after is actually kind of like a setup too, because we so young and it's so much that they say that we can't figure out at 18. But y'all is letting us literally decide what career path we finna have for the rest of our life at 18. I know a lot of people that's in college. Well, I've been through 7 years of college. So it's like, 6, 7. I understand what the fuck is going on. Some people don't understand what they really want to do until they've been in college after like 1 to 2 years, and really like 3. But the thing is, everybody, they put a time limit on every fucking thing. They think that we all the same. We is not all the same people. When I figure shit out, don't mean that the next person gonna figure that shit out at the same time. We don't all have the same capacity. We don't all have the same limits or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just, we is all different people. You can understand that we different people, but you don't understand that everybody got their own journey and their own pace to shit. That shit is stupid to me. I really don't get it. I feel like just people in general, they pin certain stuff on people when it's beneficial to them to make them sound right. And it just be like, damn, bro, like, you can't just be real for once. That's some weak ass shit. Or maybe that is real, because sometimes when I'm arguing, I'm going to use some shit that's beneficial to me when I need it to be. But if we having a real conversation, some real shit, like, that's different, obviously. You know? Wait, well, let's skip over that. Let's drink some of this cut. It needs to be gone by the time we get to, like, our 5th topic, okay? All right. Being a young adult, too, you got to know when to give yourself grace. I'm kind of going off script right now, actually. I've been having the roughest time of my life. I will be honest. The last year and a half. Since my nana died. And I know I keep talking about it. I'm sorry if it keep getting repetitive. But nobody is here to save me. Nobody is here to save me. I have to get myself up in the morning. I have to get myself up and go handle all my priorities. Ain't nobody forcing me to do that. And you know, I think when a lot of people is grieving, and you could grieve many things. You could grieve a job. You could grieve a house. You grieve materialistic things. You could grieve people. Like, you couldn't grieve just a loss. And my thing is, like, grieving is a very hard process, and it's hard to bounce back from. Like, one of my friends the other day told me that I'm going to get my spark back after losing my nana. And I told them I don't think that I will. Because it's almost 2 years and I still haven't gained it back. And in reality, Losing somebody 2 years is not really a lot of time, you know? Cause you like it's 5 stages of grief and all that other shit, and you really do go through all of that. But it's not a time thing. Just like I said before, everybody's journey is not the same. Every like shit be different. It really do. I just had to turn my phone and my iPad around because that shit will distract me. But we all on different tracks. We all on different journeys. Everything not the same. And being a young adult, we do expect for all our friends to be there for us and shit like that. But realistically, they figuring shit out too. They not gonna be there for us all the time. And I ain't gonna lie. I got mad at my friends. And I'm still low-key mad at my friends. And some of them I cut off. Because, like, I'm the type of person, I be there for anybody that's around me. And if I haven't, you know, why haven't they said nothing? I'm the type of person I'm going to advocate for myself. I'm going to say something if I'm not fucking with it for real. I feel like none of my friends been there for me after my nana died. And that's cool. But I'm going to feel like that, and what I'm going to do about it. If I really love these people, am I going to bring it up and say something? But then again, you got the other side of the fence where it's like, is these people going to really be receptive to what I'm talking about? Is they going to just try to, like, pin some, like, negative shit against me to try to make it my fault? Because, like, you just never really know how people going to react. And I feel like it's honestly 1,000 different ways that people can react to any situation. And another thing, like, ain't nobody my mama. They not my mama. They not my daddy. They not somebody that's obligated to be there. But I do feel like as a friend, you are obligated to be there for your friend. I feel like I shouldn't have no friends around me, especially at this age, that only want me to be there for certain shit. Oh, you want me to only go to the club with you, or you want to only smoke with me, or you only want to do this, you only want to do that. I want all around friends. Now, I will say, knowing your friend is a different thing. Because some friends don't like the party. Some friends don't like to smoke. Some friends don't like to do all that. So you might end up only doing, like, a couple of different things. It's only a couple main things that y'all do for real, because that's just not what they into. But friends that be into all the extra shit, why is we not acting like all around friends? Being a friend that check off all the boxes. I don't need no friends that only check off 1 or 2 boxes for me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't need nobody in my life that only check off 1 to 2 boxes. Like, and that's just my life. I'm obligated to that. I'm entitled to that. How I live my life is how I live my life. But one thing, I can't be no hypocrite. If I'm expecting that out of you, you should be able to expect that right up out of me too. And I really feel like I'm not experiencing too many two-way friendships right now. I do got 3 that I could speak on right now. My best friend and 2 of my friends that I call my little sisters. I honestly feel like it do be a two-way street with them, but they do be having their own shit going on. Like one of my friends, she lost her sister around the time I lost my nana. So how can she be there for me when she not even half herself right now? Her whole fucking brain done got taken out. Losing somebody that's so close to you, it takes everything out of you. Like, I can't even think properly some days. I can't even eat. I can't do shit. Like, I lived the whole entire life knowing my nana. My nana didn't live her whole life knowing me. But even when I did get introduced to her and I did become a very important part of her life, if I was to die before she did, she would have been hurt and been saying the same fucking shit. How do I keep going on? I don't feel like myself. I'm losing my spark. Like, and you know, I got to be that person that's living. I'm living in a legitimate way to the point where I know my nana is proud of me. Let's spark this wood up, because I grabbed the wood, so I might as well spark it up. My Ladybuzz lighter, I just be refilling it with fuel and shit like that. It's time for me to refill it again, because it's all the way down here. It was just uphill. But I do smoke a lot. Today, we using some leaf wraps. I ain't gonna lie. I told y'all I stopped fucking with loose leaves because they was fucking up my tonsils and shit like that. Who the fuck wants some white-ass tonsils? Not me. Ever since I dropped loose leaves and I dropped the woods and all that other shit, my tonsils been good and stuff like that. I do wash my woods, but I have noticed that letting them sit up in the water and getting all that brown residue off do make it not hit as hard. So you gotta leave it a little dirty. So I leave it a little dirty still. I actually ain't really been like fucking with this weed. I tried to get some from this other weed man that, cause some people be hit or misses. Some people just always is a hit. The person that's always is a hit, I tried to reach out to him, nigga at the movie. So I gotta wait. All right, next topic. Trying to satisfy family, bro. You cannot live in a way of trying to satisfy your family because you taking away from your purpose. Your purpose of being here is not to satisfy your family. I'm telling you. Your purpose could probably be like teaching your parents something different that they didn't know of. Like they might interact with you in this way, but this is the proper way of interacting with people and stuff like that. But like all that trying to go to college for a specific thing and pursue a career that your family wants you to pursue and shit like that, or getting married when your family want you to get married and all that shit. That shit ain't worth it. That shit ain't worth it at all. And I even tried to get my cousin out of the slums and out of the doing that because I told her go to college. I know a lot of people don't want to go to college, but I feel like college is a great place for you to, one, figure out yourself, and two, how to figure out life while just living with yourself, how to be independent, and to give you the opportunity of getting away from your family. A lot of people is in a lot of fucked up situations, and I really be telling a lot of people that's younger than me, study hard, really take your academics real serious, because academics could be the way that you get out. You go away, you go up in the dorms, you living and shit like that. You might have to go back for the summer, but you got to do what you got to do while you can. And I was that type of person. I had to do what I had to do while I could. I knew I had the situation. This was my circumstances. Yeah, I might have to go back for the summer, but I got to go back for the summer. I got to just go back for breaks. I don't have to spend majority of my time there. Like, sometimes life could be hard to want to live it, but you have to you have to alter your circumstances sometimes. Even when we think we don't have no control, we have control over little shit. Like, for me, for example, I don't have no control over my circumstances right now, for real. But one thing I can do, I control what I eat, I control what I drink, and I could control, like, little stuff like that. The time that I do shit sometimes, like, I could go on a walk. That could make me happy. I could make me a nice meal. That could make me happy. Now, my work, my schooling, and all that shit, I can't do nothing about that. But everything that I got to encounter at the end of the day, I can control that. So I'm just focusing on what I can control until I can start controlling more aspects of my life. And I just feel like sometimes that's how you got to think. Like, you, with life, to live it, you really got to want to live. And you got to find ways to live. Like, I feel like going to school, not even college, like just high school, elementary school, middle school, being able to see how other people is living, it kind of help you realize, like, is your situation really normal? Like, damn, my family treating me like this, but really, everybody else getting treated like that. Like, just knowing the dynamics is weird. Like, because some people, their environment will be so weird that they grow up to be doing weird shit like them. But school opened that door for you to know, like, damn, maybe I really am supposed to be different. I'm supposed to be doing different shit. This shit's not right. Like, somebody could be touching on them within a house, but talking to people at school, you know, oh, damn, I'm not supposed to be getting touched at home. And I know that's a real sensitive topic, but, like, I wouldn't bring up nothing that I've never experienced. I'll never bring up nothing that I don't really, like, understand or can't give nobody words or encouragement to, like, get through. You know what I mean? All right, topic number 3, being happy. When you in a period of transition, and by transition, I mean we going from teenagers to young adults to actual adults, and shit, being an adult to going to a supreme adult. Like, it's just, transitional periods is just hard. And you got to learn how to live for you. You honestly do got to learn how to live for you, because you live in this life. At the end of the day, who you going to sleep with? If everybody was to leave you and cut you off right now, who you going to be with? The only person that's going to be there is you. I mean, God, too. But we talking in the time of you. you gotta find what make you happy, what motivates you. Like, and honestly, I be trying to tell people when they be trying to make decisions and shit like that, the first option to come to your mind is normally what the fuck is gonna be what's true to you. You thought that first because that's something that's how your way of thinking. But then once you give yourself time to give in all these other 3, 4, 5 options, it make it a little bit confusing. Now you should have options of things that you should be able to do, at least like 3. It give you like, okay, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. But thinking too hard on shit really will fuck you up and will steal your joy. Overthinking is the thief of joy, I'm telling you. Overthinking will put you in an early grave. That stress shit, it trigger autoimmune diseases and all different types of shit. If you can let the stress go, let it go. Find a way to distract yourself. I'm telling you, like, you gotta be happy. That's the only way to stay here. Do you want to stay here or not? Find a way to focus on yourself. Let's drink some more. And you know, it's probably somebody out there probably just judging me for drinking and shit like that right now, but we young adults. I'm finding what get me through the day. I'm at the end of my day. I could reward myself with a little drink of 1 cup water. Whoop-de-fucking do. I feel like this world's so fucking judgmental. And somebody tried to call me judgmental the other day, and my thing was, I'm not judgmental at all. One thing I will say is, if I'm finna sit here and judge you, I'm finna help you too. There's no way I'm finna sit here and tear somebody apart and not help them. But I wouldn't tear nobody apart, period, unless they, unless we into it or something like that, then that's different. But I feel like I'm just too genuine. My heart is too pure. I could never hurt nobody's feelings without them doing something to me first. And even then, I still be feeling bad after the fact. Like, damn, I didn't have to go that hard. Damn, I could have lightened up a little bit. I feel like the world is missing pure love. Just pure anything. Just genuine interactions. I feel like we don't have genuine interactions no more. Should just be what it is, and we gonna move on. Or you're gonna find, like, it's just it don't be adding up. You know what I mean? Being happy can be hard as hell when you don't got no help, you're not receiving help from your family seeing you struggle. And it's like, damn. I mean, like, damn. And when you be up and you have all these conversations with other people, you see that they parents helping them. Not parents specifically, but you see people, family helping them. You see them doing all this. You see their family being motivated by being able to help the people that's younger than them. And it's just like, damn, why my family can't do that? And I'm be honest. We human. We start building resentment against those people because why the fuck you can't help me? I'm young as hell. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm still struggling. And that's not even make you want to help me. But it's like at the end of the day, we hold the same power that they do. Like, we gotta find ways to get to different opportunities, new environments and shit like that. Like, we really are young adults. We really can control our narrative for real. And like I be saying, like, nobody's coming to save us. We gotta do that shit on our own. Ain't nobody coming to save us. If you can't do that shit on your own, it's like you need to figure out how. And I feel like everybody holds the capacity of being able to help themselves. But that resentment towards our family members and shit like that could get in the way of a lot of shit. Because we feel like they should be helping us, so we don't even want to help ourselves. And we be thinking like, there's no way I could help myself. But sometimes you got to do shit you don't want to do. And I'm not a believer in overworking yourself, overdoing this and overdoing that. But sometimes you do gotta know your circumstances. And that's why, like, people be working jobs where they barely making and shit like that. Open your eyes, open your mind. Go find some new opportunities. It's always a new opportunity. But I feel like this generation kind of lack the focus of knowing that you have to work towards certain shit. Nothing is given to you. You gotta work towards that shit. Figuring out who you are and what you want to be is a hard thing, too, as a young adult. Because you got so many people up in your ears. We got social media. We we just be comparing ourselves, and really the saying is comparison is a thief of joy, but a lot of shit is a thief of joy. And it's just like, you got to focus on yourself and where you headed at. And it's hard to do that when you constantly on social media and shit like that. I be having to drop social media, delete social media, deactivate my accounts, because I be seeing myself comparing myself to other people too much, and I'm on a whole different track than other people. They doing shit that I'm not doing. And a lot of people, they talk shit about places that other people is in with their life to make themselves feel better and content with their life, but you don't have to do that. Just focus on yourself. It's not that fucking hard. Why the fuck we comparing each other to each other? That shit don't make no sense. Do it. Like, you living your life, they living their life. Yeah, y'all may be the same age, but y'all got two different focuses. Y'all got two different thought processes. Y'all ain't the same motherfucker. And everybody don't have the same privilege or advantages as the next motherfucker. And we really have to understand that even if somebody's life look identical, it's still different. Don't compare yourself to other people, bro. And we do have to listen to our elders sometime, you know. They do be saying some bullshit. I never say that they don't. But you do have to listen to them. They do have some important things that they could tell us. And a lot of people, like, before us, each generation get more advantages and opportunities to different things. So I feel like you do got to take heed to, like, what they saying. And I feel like accepting the elders' advice do keep you humble and also keep you focused and shit like that. Because, like, them not having the opportunities that we got today and shit like that, it make you think like, damn, I need to take more advantage of what the fuck I got. Like, I'm tweaking, I'm sleeping. Like, what the fuck is going on? But like my nana, my auntie, I really do listen to what the fuck they saying. Even if somebody's not in a place, I know people be saying, you're not in a position that I want to be in life, so why would I listen to you? Sometimes that's why you should listen to them. Because all the shit that they wish that they would have did is something that you still have time to do. It may not be the same thing, like you may not want to do the same thing that they did, but it could be relatively close. So it's like sometimes don't knock what they saying. And just because somebody is saying something that you don't like, don't mean that you have to disrespect them and cut them off and all this other shit. You don't have to take no advice that nobody is giving you. You don't. But you can listen and be like, thank you. Like, it's not that hard. Like, you can proceed on with your life exactly how you want to. You do not have to hurt them people's feelings and make them feel unimportant and stuff like that. Especially when people is like, you never know when somebody gonna die. Now, I'm not talking about don't advocate for yourself. But I am saying, like, sometimes put your pride to the side. Let the older people help you for real, because that make them feel important. That make them feel important in your life. Like, I just got a soft spot for older people up in families. I really do. Like, and the last thing that I want to say is make your own decisions. Don't make decisions based off what other people is doing. Don't make decisions based off, like, just what other people is doing. That's the best way that I could say it, because comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to other people, damn, I want to be where they at. Let me start doing what they doing. What you was doing probably had you 3 steps away from what you wanted to do. And guess what? Now you just put yourself back 10 steps again. Your story is your story. Their story is their story. And sometimes you just got to let shit play out. Focus on what you can control. Don't focus on what you can't. And just let that shit be that. It's just that simple. But, you know, I feel like this was a successful first episode. I feel like this was cool. This was good, you know? I'm not mad at this. I hope I watch this back and I'll be like, damn, I want to keep going with this. Speaking with the damage, most likely will come out like once a week, maybe twice a week, depending on how I'm feeling. And yeah, I hope that y'all young adults really can take heed to what I'm saying and really understand what I'm saying, because your peers, sometimes the people around you is what will keep you going sometimes. Sometimes we really got to lead each other and we really got to help each other out. Because at the end of the day, who understand us better? We understand each other better. Put each other on. Stop all that hate and shit like that. But it's always going to be a world full of hate at some point, you know? But Hope y'all have a great night. Hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. I hope something I said really helped. And all I gotta say is peace, love, and blessings to y'all. For real. Please start loving everybody around y'all. For real. See y'all later.